I got to tell you a funny story I overheard.
What?
You know, let's lighten the mood because that was pretty heavy. That was pretty heavy. You got to hear this. So, somebody told me, I'm not going to say who. All right, this is a famous Baba Booey story.
Oh.
Always
lighten up the mood with a Baba Booey story.
Evidently, Baba Booey. See, I never know about this stuff till somebody tells me. Okay. Baba Booey has been very nervous. He's always nervous. Find out something? No, he's always nervous.
Okay, what's he nervous about?
All right, so you know what story I'm going to tell? All right, you do know. I heard about this. This is unbelievable, dude. This is embarrassing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. He's always uptight. He's always uptight.
I knew this would come out on the air, but I do stuff for the show, and I'm willing to talk about this.
Okay.
Other people.
All right, the other day, he was at the K-Rock bathroom. He was at the urinal. He was urinating. And I guess he passed some wind while he was at the urinal, and he had an accident in his pants in a big way.
Can I say something?
He made in his pants.
I don't want to get into the particulars, Robin. You know, and Howard, you know, there's a particular event going on in my life that is causing me a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Okay.
That much stress?
Really. So
then don't do it if you're making in your pants.
My stomach was churning this whole day. This was a big day. And I thought there was going to be wind, and it wasn't. It just wasn't.
Wow. You thought it was a fart?
Yeah. I mean,
so while you were standing there, like, could you stop it, or it was just, like, unbelievable?
No, there was nothing you could do to stop it.
Was it diarrhea?
Yeah.
Or what?
Yeah.
And where'd it go?
In my pants. My underwear. So here's what I did. Because, I mean, there's no plan for
Was anybody there when it happened?
No,
thank God.
How do people find out about that?
I was telling John about it, but somebody might have seen some strange things that could corroborate the story.
Right.
What I immediately did was I went right to a stall. Okay.
Good idea.
First thing I do is I take my shoes off, and I take my jeans off.
Right, gotta have clean path.
Right. Was anything in your jeans?
No.
You lucked out.
But if people came into, I know people were coming in and out. I know they saw my shoes off and my pants on the floor.
Right.
And I just didn't have time to deal with that.
Right.
You know, I mean, there's too many other things going on.
Right. Did you just keep quiet in there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then I took my underwear off.
And was it like unbelievable?
There was irreparable damage.
Okay, right. Okay. There was no cleaning.
No saving it. No saving it.
Did you contemplate saving it somehow?
And for a moment I did. No. For a moment I tried to save it. You know, I tried to do some cleaning. It just wasn't happening.
Okay.
I realized I had to bail on them.
Right.
Okay.
So what'd you do?
So what I did is I sort of put them off to the side, but I couldn't put them on the floor.
No.
Because I didn't want anybody to see, so there's nowhere to really put them, so I'm like...
I would, like, fold them up or something.
Yeah, but where you put them when you fold them up?
He still has to do some repairs.
I would put them, like, on the toilet, like, you know, on the toilet, balance them on there.
I sort of balance them, but you're always afraid they're going to fall,
right,
and then hit you and do even more damage.
Right.
So then...
I haven't had the kind of accident you're talking about, but I've had borderline accidents.
So then what I did is I cleaned
Not at the urinal.
No, never. This is very embarrassing.
I cleaned myself
up.
Baba
Booey. So we clean yourself up with toilet paper, and your whole... Everything must have been a mess.
It wasn't that bad.
It's like being a baby in a diaper.
No,
See what goes on
it wasn't that. It wasn't that bad. It was pretty bad. So I got myself all cleaned up.
Did you have more to do?
No. Oh yeah. I had to go
Right.
So then what happens is I put my jeans on, put no underwear on, I'm completely cleaned, right? And then I put my shoes on.
Sexy.
Now I got this underwear that I have to get rid of, right? So I go, you know the garbage pails in there?
Yeah.
I reach down as far as I can to the bottom, and I stick it on the bottom, and then I put a bunch of paper towels over it because I don't want anybody to see.
Right.
What am I going to do with it?
Right.
I would have put it in a plastic bag or something.
What plastic?
Where are you going to
get a plastic bag?
I don't know.
And I'm not going to start walking around K-Rock with it.
Expect this to happen.
So while you were sticking it in the garbage, what is the garbage in the...
Mostly paper towels.
Right, that paper towel dispenser thing?
Right underneath it.
Oh, my God. So in there's the dirty, foul underpants.
Right. And you don't even wrap it. You just throw it.
Well, so you know that must have reeked. Can you imagine the poorest janitor who opened up that thing?
Well, isn't there a bag in there?
Yeah, there's a bag in there.
God.
So then what happens is now I've stuck my hand in where everybody takes a dirty, skeevy paper towel. So now I have to go to
Casey just brought my lunch. Perfect timing.
Hey, you know, Gary's a bit of a clean freak.
Yeah. So now I have to go to the sink, and now I'm scrubbing like one of the guys on ER. I'm scrubbing up to my elbows.
You're ready to operate.
And like with so much soap, you can't really, like, I'm getting into my fingernails, even though I haven't touched, in between my fingers.
You're disgusting.
Okay, so now I'm all done. I'm all cleaned up. The only problem is now I'm not wearing any underwear. But luckily, I go into my office, and I see that my gym bag's there, and I have underwear in my gym bag.
Whoa.
So I can get changed. This is good. I can get changed in my office, except there's a camera in my office. So what I do is I take my T-shirt off, and I throw it over the camera so that you guys don't see me naked.
Right.
Then I put on my underwear, and then I get dressed, and then you know what? I'm like, wow, that worked out a lot better than it could have.
Then this guy's
do you wonder if there's any odor left from...
I went back to the bathroom.
What time of day was this?
This was about 8:39 in the morning.
Right.
I went back to the bathroom at about noon, and there was nothing strange going on. Because had it been at that point, I was thinking maybe I'll take the garbage bag, tie it up, and try to bring it somewhere else. But how do you explain why
like
you're walking around here with a garbage bag?
It's like a murder.
He's getting rid of the body.
Because nobody ever knows what anything is.
I know, but that would be hard to explain.
Yeah. Oh.
But there was no odor. I went back again at 3. I think I left that day at 4. Still no odor. And I left. I figured. And the next day there was no problem.
Wow. Because you know, there's always weird stuff like when you're a janitor.
How long? I mean, but this is a long. Now, how long were you in there cleaning and carrying on?
You're supposed to be working on the show.
Like 10 minutes. 10 to 15 minutes.
Right. Wow.
Oh, I wish we'd had an emergency at that.
But I was so
How embarrassed. Imagine we started calling for him.
But you know, it's like funny. Like, you know, Scott DePace and those guys, they go to the bathroom.
Right.
And we all know each other. And, you know, I thought for sure Scott DePace was going to walk in and go, Gary, how come your shoes and pants are on the floor?
Yeah,
and I had no excuse.
What an operation. What a delicate operation he had to go through.
I just...
How funny is that? He's a grown man. He's 40 years old.
It's happened to all of us.
No, not like that.
You lie.
Dude, I swear. That's embarrassing.
I'm not embarrassed.
I've made it my pants, but not that bad. What, making my pants like that?
You know,
no.
At the urinal and then...
Not where I completely released like Baba Booey.
Well, it wasn't completely. It was enough to be ugly, but it wasn't complete. Because then I went and did more.
Oh, right. what day was this, Friday?
No, this is like last Thursday. Last Thursday morning.
Yeah. Wow. Sometimes I forget.
This is the day of the hurricane.
Wrong side.
Sometimes I go to the urinal. Yeah. Sometimes I go to the urinal and I forget.
You know what? That hasn't happened to me since I was 20 years old and had the flu in college.
Right.
You know, you get the flu and
everything loosens up.
Yeah, everything loosens up.
Had you been eating anything weird?
No. It was all nerves, Howard. All nerves.
Wow, you're really nervous. Wow. Jeez. That's funny.
But why would you tell John? That's my question.
I don't
Why would you
know.
come out and share?
Because he's so embarrassed.
He got away with it.
Yeah, this is a perfect murder.
It's a show.
Mike, go ahead. You're on.
Howard, I think you got next year's winner right now. Don't look any further.
For embarrassing moment.
But stop stinky.
Sweet Baba Booey. Bye, Baba Booey.